Question number 3, Melissa Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what steps has the government taken to deliver better public services and how is this benefiting the government's books?
Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, 3 years ago the Prime Minister set 10 challenging targets for the public service. These included improving health and education outcomes, reducing crime, lowering welfare dependence and increasing online connectivity. The framework has contributed to some significant improvements. For instance, there has been a 38% reduction in youth crime since 2011. The number of teenage solo parents on a benefit has dropped by 40% since 2011, and the government recently revised its workforce skills target due to better than expected results. We believe better public services, which help more people back into independence sooner, helps to manage long-term costs. What works for communities works for the government's books.
Supplementary question, Melissa Lee.
To the Minister, how is the government's focus on getting better results for vulnerable New Zealanders changing the way it delivers public services?
Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, what we are doing is building a system that allows governments to invest today in tailored interventions for the child, for the individual and for the family, to track the results of that investment and to do more of what works. We're already seeing results through the investment approach to welfare. Last year, we reduced the expected cost of supporting current beneficiaries over their lifetime by $7.5 billion, mostly by getting more sole parents back into work. The number of sole parents on benefit is the lowest it's been since 1986. This government is willing to pay a bit more up front to secure long-term results for New Zealanders.
Supplementary question, Derek Ball.
Supplementary to the Minister. Will the Minister justify the confidence in the robustness of the Better Public Service target results by having them independently scrutinised by the Office of the Auditor-General? If not, why not?
Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Well, Mr. Speaker, we do better than that. We get them scrutinised by the New Zealand public. So we transparently put them out for them to be analysed by New Zealanders. We actually do more transparent-wise than anyone else does. If the member would like to get those results and have them audited in any which way that they like, then they can. So we're actually more than happy for them to be analysed in any which way you like.
Supplementary question, Melissa Lee.
To the Minister, what alternative models of public service delivery were proposed in the draft Productivity Commission report released yesterday?
Mr. Speaker,
Honourable Paula
on behalf of the Minister of Finance, the Productivity Commission's draft report considered 7 models of social services delivery. Among those were in-house delivery of public agencies, contracting out and voucher systems. The Commission noted the current widespread use of vouchers in the education sector, including in early childhood education, and their role in delivering choice to households. But the Commission also made clear there is no one-size-fits-all solution. As I've said, we are focused on results and making things better for those New Zealanders in most need. That means more educational achievement, better health outcomes, less recidivism and higher employment.
Supplementary question, Melissa Lee.
To the Minister, what reports on alternative approaches to addressing social dysfunction has the Minister seen?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Paula Bennett, and as far as this ministerial responsibility.
On behalf of the Minister of Finance, I've seen the Salvation Army's State of the Nation report from February 2008, about 9 months before the National League government was elected. It noted social spending in the 5 years to 2008 had increased 70%, from $23 billion to $39 billion. Yet all that spending had, and I quote, contributed very little to our social progress. At that time, more of our children appeared to be at risk of harm. More of our young people were engaged in petty crime. There was more violent crime and more people in jail, despite billions of dollars of new spending. That's why this government is focused on getting results for our most vulnerable people and families, not on how much is spent.
Question number 4,